First off, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. I really want to thank Ben and Harley for amazingly kind words. Did anybody else notice that we were lucky enough to get both Batman and Harley Quinn to intro us? Makes a lot of sense in my world. Ladies and gentlemen, to understand what this moment means to me and my family, I got to take you back to the 70s. My father, Don Smith, was a postal employee, and he married this woman, a Jersey girl named Grace, who's here somewhere. There's my mom. My mom's here today. They had 3 kids, Virginia, Donald, and Kevin. I was the last kid. I was born on my brother's birthday, August 2nd. He was born 66, August 2nd. I was born August 2nd, 1970. Interestingly enough, my sister was born on August 10th, like a year before my brother. So we were all born in August, which means my parents really like to fuck in November. Election fuckers. So,
who was president?
So Don Smith didn't really want for much. I asked him once when I was a kid, hey, what were your dreams when you were young, Dad? Like, what did you want to do? And he was like, I wanted to get married and have kids. And so his dreams happened early on. His career wasn't about what made him feel good in life or fulfilled. He just had to get a job to pay for what made him feel good in life, what made him feel fulfilled, his wife and his kids. And we were, I'd like to say, lower middle class and stuff. But my mom was a financial whiz who could make a buck stretch. And because of that, even though we were poor, we would go on vacations. That was important to my dad because he worked at the post office. And if he didn't go on vacations, he might have went postal and shit. So he never did. We were very proud of him for that. He would go on these vacations and he would take us places that meant something to him. And he took us here in 1979. My family got on a train from New Jersey. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother and sister, and came to Hollywood because I loved the movies. I loved TV, I loved the movies, I loved Hollywood when I was growing up. And that was what we shared, me and my father. You know, it was like he told my mom, the fat one likes movies, I'm gonna do movies with him and stuff. So he would take me to the movies all the time and lean into my fascination with the movie business, even though we were the furthest thing in the world from it in New Jersey. So we came here to the courtyard in 1979 and walked around for an hour looking at all the footprints and the handprints, and naturally there were some that were older than I would remember, and my father would explain who they were, you know. My brother and I knelt in front of R2-D2 and C-3PO and Darth Vader's footprints, and my dad took a picture of us, although my sister says she took the picture, so I don't know if memory's foggy, but I do remember this. Mo Man, he was not like the chattiest guy in the world and stuff, but every once in a while he would say something that deeply impacted. And since he was my dad, and since all parents are God to a child, everything he said at that age impacted, particularly when we were here in Hollywood. He'd taken us to Hollywood, and here we were standing amongst all the stars and the legends. We took the picture. Mo Man, as we're going through all the footprints and shit, Mo Man says 6 stupid fucking words, 6 stupid things that you say to a fucking kid when you're at a baseball field, if they're into baseball or any sports, or if there's some place where they have a vague interest in it and stuff. My old man was looking at the footprints, and he saw me looking at the footprints, put my hands in the handprints and stuff, and he said this stupid shit that you just say to a kid, pass the time, nice thing to say. He goes, maybe you'll be here one day. He didn't mean it, he wasn't planning it, he wasn't planting a seed. We had no path to this world whatsoever. It's just some stupid shit that you say to your kid to pass the time. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to be careful of the stupid shit you say to your kids. Sometimes it takes deep root. Because of that, I've been telling my kid since she was a child, you know, one day you'll be a billionaire who'll finance all my movies and shit, just in case it fucking worked like it did on me. The last time me and my mom and my brother and my sister were in this courtyard was with my dad in 1979. It's 40 years from that moment when my father said it. This is what's left of my father, ladies and gentlemen. This is some of his ashes. This is the first time in 40 years my whole family is back together again in this courtyard, and I couldn't imagine a better fucking reason for it. Thank you, Dad.